Live on Facebook. Good morning, Sir Nigel.
Welcome to the very end of January 2019. Where is the year going? It's almost Christmas, Colonel.
It is. It's almost Christmas again. Well, there's hot cross buns out already.
Very controversial.
Yeah.
Very controversial. I think that's probably generated more media and Twitter debate than this whole essence of what day it is today.
Speaking of controversial.
Yes. It's
so
the finals of the women's tennis.
Yeah. And what a controversial mix of players it is in that final.
Yes, wow.
Kvitova had a burglar break into her house.
I know.
Chop off her right hand. And neurosurgeons who have nothing to do with the right hand, but they worked on it and put it back on her arm. And now she's in the final.
She's a bionic woman.
She's a bionic woman. Yeah. Do you remember the Bionic Man? The show?
Oh, intimately. Steve.
$6 million he was worth.
Man, that was a fortune back then.
That was so much money.
I can barely get an IT project off the ground for $6 million these days.
That's a holiday. That's a holiday to Noosa.
Yes.
So expensive there.
Or a fraction of the money we're about to spend sending a replica of the Endeavour around the coast of Australia to replicate the famous Captain Cook's circumnavigation of Australia. Now, there's a couple of problems with this, Colonel.
Yes, yeah.
Problem number one, Cook, who arrived here in the 1770s, didn't actually circumnavigate Australia.
He didn't.
It was a fearsome land, and I know a little bit about the history because I've got a big talk coming up at Paws Fest in a couple of weeks.
Yes. Oh, Nigel, is your volume up there?
It's mighty
Can you
up.
hear a little?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, it's just, I think we're using a Mesa Boogie.
Oh, my goodness. The
We'll talk Mesa Boogies in a minute.
We'll talk tech in a minute, but that was the history. Unfortunately, I happen to know for a fact that Cook avoided Australia, as one would avoid something avoidable, because the reputation wasn't great from the early sailors. So he landed as minimally as he could to claim the damn place.
Yes.
And it took until 1801 before Matthew Flinders and a local hero called Bungaree.
Bungaree. That's cool. Tell us about Bungaree, sir.
Very senior elder of the tribes to the north of Sydney, which was
Yes.
Botany Bay at the time, of course. And he accompanied Matthew Flinders on a very second-hand boat around Australia. Saved them several times from a bit of strife from the locals.
Wow.
Despite the massive variations in language groups across Australia, and successfully completed the first circumnavigation. Now, they're not exactly going to rebuild I think it was called the Explorer, something similar like that.
Yeah,
that boat. 'Cause it was
they found that boat recently.
it was a piece of rubbish. No, they found Captain Cook's boat. They found
Was that?
Yeah.
That's the Endeavour, isn't it? Not the Explorer.
The Explorer was Flinders' boat. They just found Matthew Flinders, to be fair.
Did they?
Not beneath the Flinders Street station,
No.
but beneath a railway station in London. They're excavating for all sorts of extensions.
Wow.
And they found...
I saw a headline about that,
grave.
but I haven't had a chance to read it.
Yeah, no,
'cause I
they've been
haven't
looking for him
typed
for a
up.
while. It seems like a remarkable coincidence he turned up on Invasion Day, but it's a good distraction from the politicians and all of the drama that this weekend has become. We're both immigrants ourselves.
Hello. Well, I was going to call the show 250-plus immigrants glad to be alive in a foreign country day.
Yeah, that's true. And
or we could call it Bungaree Day.
And I foolishly suggested, well, let's play the immigrant song, and you went, oh no, no, it's like, sorry, you're a misunderstanding of your level of capability, Nigel. That the immigrant song in 5 years' time, we'll play that, or Alan might come in and do that at some stage.
I just burn through it. Well, I picked a few numbers. I just thought hopefully he will be happy that we're playing his song when it comes up.
Yeah.
So I know this person, but interesting. It was hard to pick some tracks for today. It honestly was.
Don't want to disrespect it, do we?
No.
But we also, it's Saturday, so we're here, aren't we? So we might as well not play Canadian songs or New Zealand songs, which could have covered our kind of neutral territory.
No Rush, no Dave Dobbin.
No Bieber.
No Bieber. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's Canadian.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me, Nigel.
He's all yours.
Should we say hello to some folks who
pleased
have joined us?
Because I tell you what, the cafes were quiet this morning, so I'm thrilled there's anybody online at all.
Yes, well, and we are here. I mean, it's a kind of a public holiday. It's supposed to be, but we're open. So come on down. Michael Ray, is
Always.
on again, always on.
Michael Ray,
Gents.
absolute nightmare in the last 2 weeks, trying to get the NBN at his house. I don't know how he's connected to us. He must
How
have.
are you connected?
He must have gone out to the telephone poles, jacked in with a piece of raw wire, made himself an aerial, and
Unless he's in the next room just listening with his ears.
It could be.
It could be.
Because he has not had the NBN. I'm surprised his family haven't abandoned him completely. It's unconstitutional to not have the NBN.
If you're Michael Ray's family and you're watching, our suggestion is to abandon him.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later. Les Paul Gibson is on.
Of course.
G'day.
Hey, Les Paul Gibson is going to be very happy
You're going
today.
to be happy. Look what we've got. And we're doing some work on one of his guitars at the moment. It's taken a bit longer than it should. Michael Southgate, investigator.
Wow.
Question mark. Okay. Bill Hatstavris.
Yeah, don't go there. Bill.
Bill. Happy Australia Day. Sure. Thank you. What a day for a chat and some good guitar noodling. Absolutely. Amanda Smith says hello as well.
We've
Now,
got a range
hello,
of noodling
Amanda.
to happen, but we've
do.
chosen some tough guitars for the first song. Which
Let's
is
talk guitars. Let's talk guitars.
Yeah.
We've got two Les Pauls, but with the new camera, you should be able to see
yes.
that these are what they call the faded series of Les Pauls. Now, the faded series means that they just forgot about any sort of nitro lacquer or anything like
It's
that.
quite a hum today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a
look
good
at that.
idea.
That's okay. Oh, you can do that. We'll flick
Jeepers.
it. Yeah, we'll keep. That's better.
Whew.
Oh, just listen to that.
Okay,
it's
so
like
the
being in the wilderness.
distinctive thing that caught my eye this morning is they're matte. They're a matte finish.
Yeah, they're a matte finish. So they tried to. It's basically a Les Paul with a strip back finish. So they tried to keep the cost down. And at the time, they were a lower price model. But what happened was they only came out for about a year or two, I think, from memory. And then there's a gentleman over in the US whose name escapes me, but someone will know. Michael Ray might know, who bought like 300 of them or something and did his own relicing job and turned them into an amazing sort of historic replica sort of thing.
Right.
So now they're quite famous, and so people, of course we have one, but people do chase them. So that's one of the original ones to come out. That's a cherry, obviously.
And it's got it's called zebra striped.
Yeah, zebra.
Pickups?
Zebra in Canada.
Zebra?
So those pickups from memory, I think they're Burstbuckers of some type. Maybe
sound
Burstbucker
mighty
1 and
fine.
2. And this one, because of the popularity of the one you have.
What year is this one?
That's an 05.
Okay, so that's the origin story, 2005.
Yes.
Beautiful.
This is a 16. So they had a limited run in 2016. They brought it back, and they called it Limited Proprietary for some reason. Yeah.
Right.
So,
LP, that's why.
Yeah, there you go.
Clever.
Nice.
Yes.
They don't pay him the big bucks for nothing.
No, that's right. I spot
current
those.
affair.
I spot
That
those
is.
things.
Yeah, so these are really cool. They sound great, and they're quite light. They're very resonant, and but just at the time, I think they're a bit of a failure, to be honest. But
Shame.
as time has gone on, people have realised that they are great.
Yeah, look, it does actually remind me a bit of the whole Gibson theme. Have you followed NAMM, the North American music show
Oh, I thought you
online
were
at the
talking
moment?
NAMM.
No, not
Yeah.
NAMM.
68
Still
was
recovering
the
from
last time.
NAMM, yeah.
68, Nigel, was the last time.
And that is, this is the sort of thing that's turning up, and Gibson have gone big. Like their stand at this show is.
Yeah, they've come back big.
Whew,
I really like what the new Gibson Australia people are doing. They're really
I follow them on
proactive.
Instagram.
Yeah, they're
That's a
proactive
great
on-
little count.
Proactive on the gram.
Yep.
So there you go.
And compare them to Fender. Fender's just gone insane in terms of relicing and weird finishes. And I got my first visual of the Fender Jimmy Page Telecasters.
Oh yeah,
Don't
yeah,
like them at all.
saw that. Yeah, they're a little bit. Well, I think
Wow.
go back to the 60s there.
Yeah.
So Nigel, should we do a song?
Let's do a song, and let's find the most sensitive one we can. There's a couple of white blokes
Yes.
giving it a good go.
Giving it a go.
Look, salute to a civilization that's hundreds of thousands of years old, that's had a bit of a tough time in the last 250.
Yes. Yep. Big shout out and
Let's make that better
major
in the
tough time.
next 250.
Let's do it. Oh, after this song,
Yes.
let's come back and talk New Zealand.
Yeah,
because New Zealand seems to have an excellent relationship.
Well, expect a history
with
lecture, Colonel, because that is my...
Maori, how do you pronounce it? Maori people.
Yep.
Folks, we're going to do the Wairumpi Band, which was a multicultural band. It's Indigenous folks, and there was one token white guy.
Yes.
I think his name was Token. No, I don't know. But they wrote a great song called My Island Home. And when I fly back into Australia, which is rare these days, but Nigel does it all the time.
Yeah.
It's our island home now.
How long do you reckon it took him to write this song?
Man,
A couple of years. It's a beautiful song.
It's a beautiful song. I mean, the chord progression is very simple, but just the heart in it.
The lyric is fantastic.
It's
It's
cool,
a 15-minute. So in the world of writing songs, some strange things happen, and the writer says, look, I was just channeling and accessing a song that was already there. But a lot of people know this song from the Christine Anu version.
Yeah.
That's where I first heard
Yeah.
it, on a Triple J Hot 100 thing years later on a CD, and went, that's incredible.
Yes, yeah.
And I first heard it when I was
exactly
living in America, and wow, made me homesick.
Now, folks, if we disappear,
where are we going to be?
what's
the safe place for
the
people
safe
who are
place
copyright
if you
abusers
want
like
to
us?
find us? If we disappear due to copyright, we'll be at the link I've just posted. I think that's correct. Twitch.tv/Guitar Colonel will be there, and then you can watch uninterrupted. We do all sorts of crazy
you'll see it
stuff
on YouTube later on. It's not that we disrespect copyright. It's just
No.
that there isn't a condition that we should be allowed to have, which is showing people how to do these things and teaching.
Well, we'll come back and talk about that. It's a weird one at the moment, but let's do My Island Home.
I'm ready for the click. I'm going to turn the
ready?
Mesa Monster on.
Woo! We'll come in when they start.
That's not me, folks.
We'll let them have a play.
Beautiful instrumental.
There's your seat.
I wonder what they're playing. That's Telecaster sounding guitar.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Strat. I reckon. Or Telly.
Wow.
It's got a bit of a chorus on it.
60s I've been in the desert, and every night I dream of the sea. They say home is where you find it. Well, this place never satisfied me, for I come from the song for a people. We always lived by the sea. Now I'm out here west of Valley Stream, with a wife and a family, and my island home, my island home, my island home is waiting for me. In the evening, the dry wind blows from the hills and across the plain. I close my eyes and I'm standing in a boat on the sea again, and I'm holding a long turtle spear, and I feel I'm close now to where it must be. My island home is waiting for me. For I come from the salt water people. We always live by the sea. Now I'm out here west of Alice Springs, with a wife and a family, and my island home, my island home, my island home.
That's a beauty.
Wow.
What a song.
I think we got some good sounds out of these guitars.
They're pretty clean, nice, and
It really belies the stereotypes to some extent. Should we check if we survived though?
yeah. All right, let's check that.
You know,
Are we still here?
Did the
big
copyright gods
question.
let us through? They did.
Hello. Thank you, Wairumpy Band.
For giving Australia probably what should be its national anthem, to be honest.
Yes.
It's
yeah.
either that.
Or Waltzing Matilda, I think.
You know, another song I'd love to have done would have been, you know, Beds Are Burning. But again, it was one of the stories of this podcast/vodcast thing is some songs are very difficult.
They are.
And
yeah,
the
it's
chord
little bit
structures of a Midnight Oil song, difficult to teach.
Yes.
And
yes.
particularly in live on television. But the chord progressions in that, I can
cool.
follow. They're gorgeous. They're
Midnight
logical.
Oil is, it can be a bit tricky, I think. You know what I'm going to do? So, Nigel, I'm going to get the second camera and I'm going to put it on.
Yeah, let's have a look at this beautiful.
Let's have a look at this beautiful
you know what I like about it is-
flamed machine you
Because
have.
a lot of Les Pauls are a bit flashy. You know,
Look at that.
that's got a gorgeous flame top, but it's not flashy. The matte solves the problem of everyone being blinded by it. It just looks a bit humble.
Yeah, it's kind of
And
cool.
you know, the zebra pickups sounds magnificent. That was on obviously the Rhythm pickup.
The Rhythm pickup, yes.
So I didn't get too
Yes.
much scorch going on there.
That's the, we'll show the culprit
yes.
amp we have today.
Why have you got a Mesa Boogie in here, man? That's like more power than I'm licensed to use.
Well, it was young Alan Leslie.
Right.
Chose that one when
The
we were doing
shredder.
the shredder. Yes,
That's a
sir.
classic shred machine, that one, that's
Now,
for sure.
Nigel, what did they do in New Zealand to have such a good system going?
Right, so what you have to understand is the long-term history of British colonisation of the
Right.
world and
Yes.
the emergence of a group of people in the British Parliament who are going, this is not quite working like we thought it was.
Yes.
So your first settlements, you know, if we significantly talk about commercial relationships, America, how'd that turn out for them?
Yeah.
Shocking. War of Independence,
Yeah.
you know, and all of the
Not
things
good.
they built it on, slavery, terrible. Now there's, you know, the Church Missionary Society and a group of political conservatives are putting some serious pressure on in London. Don't do that again. And then you got Canada. And it's like, oh, okay, well, we'll do a little bit better. We'll try and have some local treaties. Try not to steal all the things. Only did slightly better, and you just quickly
Down the
ruination
down
of
the
the indigenous peoples. Australia comes along. Oh, fortunately for Australia, there was nobody here. So in Australia, they chose to just completely ignore, because of the geographic sparsity of the population who were here. They just kind of
Ignore it, it'll
just
go
kind of
away.
go away,
Yeah.
and you know, claimed it for terra nullius, which is the nobody's here rule. By the time it gets to New Zealand, well, we've got the late 1700s. People are starting to leak out of Australia over there, and not the good ones, Anthony.
No.
The cleverest criminals have turned up in the North Island of New Zealand. The French are there, the English are there, the missionaries are there, and it turns out that the Maori people are in fact smarter than all of them. They end up owning
Sounds
shipping
right to me.
lines, growing grain. They're supplying in the early 1800s Sydney with half of its food.
Right.
So and
Did not know that.
People are not happy about this thing. You know, it's
Mm.
like that inherent racism that comes with being English.
Yes.
And so when it comes to the crunch, Parliament's going in London, nah, forget it. We do not need another colony, another disaster.
Yes.
And when the hand is forced by the French settling in the South Island at a place called Akaroa, they go, because we don't like the French, we don't like Napoleon and all of those people.
I like croissants.
Don't like the cheese-eating surrender monkeys. And
The cheese is nice.
the hand is forced. So they at least decide a document might be in order. It's a bit tricky.
What year is this?
This is 1840.
Okay.
So a
It's a fair while
long
ago.
time after
Yeah.
Australia's settled, they've had a long time to view the debacle. And, well, that document's called the Treaty of Waitangi. It's not brilliant. We completely broke our deal, but the lawyers are starting to sort that out, our side of the deal. but it has given a recognition of the language. It's given a recognition of an existing culture. You know, we made all the mistakes. There was not a Māori people in New Zealand. There was a dozen tribes and sub-tribes, but jeepers, they got organised quickly.
There you have it, folks.
We didn't manage
the
to
history
eliminate
of
them.
New Zealand in a couple of minutes with Sir Nigel.
So that's why I think it's so important that Australia get a document.
Need a document, need a treaty.
And
We
it's
should have
not
done
too
the
late
treaty
to
song.
do it. And, you know, the agreement, all the platforms and constitutions put forward, I think they're half decent, but people, it's not popular with people. As an Australian thing, Australia's.
Well,
So there you go.
if
History
you have
lesson.
anything to say
And
about
at no
that,
stage
please write it in.
were Wilbur and Orville Gibson,
Involved in any
who
of that.
invented the airplane
Yeah.
and the
They
electric
were
guitar.
the first people, white people, to settle Australia. Actually, I think the Dutch were here.
Mate,
a long
look,
time
the
ago.
Portuguese, the Dutch.
Maybe they should
so
come
many
back.
people were here. Like,
Yeah,
what they teach the kids in Australian school is just an appalling thing.
it's
And,
trash. It's trash.
And spending $48 million celebrating Cook's circumnavigation has to be the dumbest thing outside of American politics today.
Oh my God! Yes. Now, should we switch
Well,
that
I'm
beast
humming
down
again. I've got the humming
It's not
feeling.
too bad, but there we go.
It's the ghost of the Geordie Shredder, to
So
be honest.
Nigel, you had a quiz question
I
for
did.
today's audience.
Because songversations, when your parties get a little bit quiet and everyone's on their social media, pull out the songversations box. We'll put this to the audience, so let's see if Michael
Okay,
Ray
quiz
got an
question.
answer for this one.
Here we go.
You're running for Prime Minister of New Zealand. No, let's go Prime Minister of Australia.
Let's go Prime Minister.
Yeah, 'cause
of
we've already
Oz.
got a good one in New Zealand. You've got a beauty in Canada.
Yeah,
So we're good.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
good. We don't
Trudeau.
need another one. You need another one.
Yeah,
What's that guy's? I can't remember his name.
Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, but the one here, like,
Oh, at the moment,
yeah, mystery
don't-
man.
no idea.
The current interim Prime Minister. So you're running for the Prime Ministership of Australia. What's your campaign song?
What is
Colonel?
your campaign song? Ooh, wow.
So you've got to capture the zeitgeist of Australia running into May next year. Right now, get the votes. This has to be. You need to pick this song perfectly. People spend millions of dollars picking campaign songs, which are generally then rejected by the artist they've stolen it off. But you
What
think
about-
of how powerful Born in the USA was.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got-
Obama was brilliant at picking songs to use.
What about "Shut Up Your Face" by Joe Dolce? Do you have you ever heard
I
that
think
one?
I have. That was a giant hit in New
Oh,
Zealand.
what's the matter, you? Hey.
Yep,
And
well,
then out you come for your
Let's
speech.
analyze the elements of it. It's racist. Perfect.
Perfect.
It's imitating another culture in an kind of flattering manner.
Boom.
Boom.
Tick.
2
tick.
out of 2. And it's sold shit ton. So that's probably an
There you go.
excellent thing.
Easy.
So my
yes.
choice. What, we got any choices? What
Well,
Michael say?
what's your choice? What's your choice?
Come on, Michael. Give
We've
us a
got
song.
Michael Ray. Oh, we're so back in the comments.
Look at that.
Tag the Telstra CEO's Twitter handle in your posts. It gets their attention. Cable internet. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
That's how you do it, folks.
Name of Flinders Boat. Tim Batty is on. Old boss of mine. Michael Southgate. Matt Finish. How about some Mancini Shuffle? Ooh. They didn't use Agent Orange, says Phil Heaton, to get the matte finish.
No.
I'm not sure.
Did they
I
put it
feel a
on
bit
and take
funny,
it off,
though.
or was it never on?
Michael
Beds
Ray
are
says Neil
burning.
Murray. Beds are burning, there we go. The white fella with the black fellas in the Wairumpie band. He's a champion Victorian musician. There you go. Neil Murray. Okay.
Neil Murray's the composer of that song.
We come from the saltwater people.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Kim Waller's on, a rock star.
Yep.
David Martin, Beds are burning. Yeah, sure. Highway to Hell. Oh yeah, I've got my DACA shirt on.
Yep.
Well, again, immigrants. We're going for that one. Am I ever going to see your face again? Michael Ray, I'm sure you will. You'll probably be seeing it when I get
Michael
home.
knows me well. He knows that is my go-to song. Should it be drunken guitar karaoke stand up? Am I ever going to see your face again as my
I
song?
should've done. Now you know what? We're gonna go from a kind of a serious song to a kind of a fun song. Let's have some fun. I'm going to switch guitars.
Very good.
Switch
I'm
guitars.
not. I'm in love with this, and I'm
gonna
not
stick it
switching
out?
guitars.
Okay. Well, I thought we might have a look at a Powderfinger song.
Superb. Well, I hope you've got a 335 in the wings.
I do have a 335. Look at this bad boy.
Woo!
How about that? I better
That
tune
is
it
a
as well.
bad boy.
This is from the year 2000. From the year 2000. A Gibson ES335 in a dark... Woo, I'll turn it down a bit. In a dark sunburst. You can see that. It's a lovely machine. And the
That is
reason...
incredible. I have never seen a tobacco-y...
Yeah. It's
Where
definitely
the
real
heck has it
tobacco.
been since the year 2000? Because it is immaculate.
Yeah, a super dark flame as well. It's a really wacky one, this one, but it looks cool.
That is so unique.
It's great. Yeah, some people look after their stuff very well. Other people do not, such as me.
And me.
But that happens. So the Powderfinger, I went to school with a couple of those fellows up in Brisbane. So I remember when they were...
Yeah.
I remember when they were little children playing covers at a bar, you know, and now
Now, let me get this.
now
the
they have
lead singer is
dogs and
Daniel
chain wire
Johns.
security. No,
That's the other band.
that's the other band. That's the Chair.
Ah, yes.
No, the lead singer is Bernard
That's him,
Fanning.
Yes.
Yes. And
Wow.
this one I think is actually in E flat. It's called On My Mind. Is that right, Ben?
Yeah.
On My Mind.
Yeah, it's got a
well,
longer
we're gonna
title, but-
do it in standard. We're gonna do it in standard.
Okay.
Let me just get a bit of...
How are we going to play along? We're just moving down a half step.
Yeah,
Or we're just going
well...
to play with ourselves.
Hang on. I think that's right. Different scale lengths.
Sounds about right to me. Now, that thing is burning my ears up. Are we good for levels?
Wow.
Are we
Let's
all
have a
right?
look. Let's have a look here.
Let's just check the levels that we
Loud.
haven't caused
I'll knock it
industrial deafness for. No, it's
It's not
perfect.
too bad. It's pretty good. Okay, so let's have a look at it, folks. It's a bit of a 3-chord super rock song.
And ladies and
Let's start.
gentlemen, I am moving to the bridge.
Oh, taking it to the bridge.
Yep.
Do you want some distortione
And
on
I
that,
may
on
even
that
go
beast?
the executive John Cav.
Yeah, the John
Bit of
Cav.
extra.
Hello,
At the
John,
moment I
if
turn
you're
this
watching.
all on, the audience will hear nothing over the hum, but
Let's do it. Crank it. Turn it on, sir.
there's only one way to play Powderfinger,
All right.
and that is crank.
Let's have a look. So 6. That's the intro. Does that.
Oh, rock and roll.
Kind of cool. Then it's a shuffle. Down 2.
I wish I'd been in this band, Anthony,
That would have been cool.
because this is,
I should have been in that band.
that's my kind of riff.
Why was I not invited?
Now, I'm pleased you're playing that guitar, because
Yes.
if you do, folks, look this up on YouTube.
Yeah.
They're the most magnificent 335.
Yes, he's playing a lovely. I think it's a cherry one. It's hard to tell. Is it in black and white? That
It's in
it
black
is?
and white, yeah. It has no fade on it, so that's my clue. It's a cherry.
Now, the only other part is there's a couple of other parts. So that's the main part, you know. Then it's
Yeah.
4 to 6.
This
And
thing
then-
plays itself.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. That's
Yep.
a good sound. And then it's 9 to 11. And then
I
it's-
sound like Alan Leslie on this thing.
You sound like Alan.
Yeah.
Thank God you don't.
Oh, we're the
look like
lads.
And then you go to an F, down to an E flat, C sharp, F. That's the first time around. The second time it does that, it goes to there as well. So it's.
That's like it's home, isn't it? Which is a little bit to do why it's an E flat.
Yes, yes. Now, because This is a new guitar, folks. I'm just going to give the strings a bit of a stretch.
Have you given it, as we say in New Zealand, a sit-up? And
No, I have not. This is fresh out of the box, this one, so this may misbehave for me.
Yeah, brand new string, that's good.
I wonder if anyone's answered our quiz question.
So the
Prime Minister?
Well, the other
Campaign song?
Yeah, what have we got? Oh, I suppose, should I tell you mine?
Yeah.
So I'm being a punk fan, and what I've loved about living in Australia, thank you for having me, Australia, has been the discovery of all of Australia's strong history of punk, and they're still going today. You know, the bands that are out there, JB, some of the Lovefish's mates, they're solid punk.
I call him punk all the time.
Yeah.
Listen, you little punk, I say.
Exactly, that's right. It's a musical salute.
Yeah.
So, Punksy and the Poison Pens.
Yeah.
Who called the cops?
Punksy and the Poison Pens. Is that a new...
Like, it's a writing instrument. It's not a poison pen. It's not like a dart. It's a poison pen. Sorry about my accent, everyone. Punksy.
Yes.
Who called the cops?
What? I've never heard it.
It's brilliant. You got to look that up and it's it's about they're having a party, you know, and someone on the street called the cops. And who called the cops? It is superb track, and that's basically like
what year is that?
Oh, I'm gonna guess it might even be the 2000s.
Oh.
And that's basically the anthem at the moment, is it? With such misbehaviour amongst our politicians in Australia.
Yes.
You know, they're punks basically, and they're the equivalent of some noisy buggers at 1 a.m, and someone needs to call the cops.
Oh my God. On
ScoMo and go.
I'll tell you what, they're abandoning ship fast in that party. Okay, folks, it's Powderfinger.
Let's do it.
On my mind. If we disappear, we'll be on twitch.tv.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Here we go, folks. fight for copyright on that one.
Let's have
I
a
think
look.
we should.
I'll tell you what.
We were a little loud. I think we're just a little bit louder than the song. It won't.
It's
sort
a
of
good
pick it
job
up.
there wasn't a strap on this guitar.
Yes.
I'd have stood up and jumped on this couch and rocked out. That is.
It does rock out. It does rock out.
Now, when I am the Prime Minister of Australia,
Yes.
because it seems to be being a New Zealander has been on the political roadmap of a large number of successful Australian politicians.
Yes.
That song is going in the Constitution that if you are a covers band,
Yes.
you must play this song.
That's cool.
In your set, this song must be in it.
That's cool.
That's my
I
rules.
agree with that.
That's my rules.
That just
It's not too demanding.
that song just brings up a sort of a summery Australian feel for me.
Yeah.
You know? And
It's
coming from the hometown of Brisbane kids. So good on you.
They're a national
Good
treasure.
on ya.
National treasure. Actually reminds me a bit, it's that whole era, isn't it? It's Jet.
Is Jet?
Are You Going to Be My Girl?
Yes.
That song. Compulsory in the Dalton Constitution,
Yeah.
along with acknowledgement of the people who actually settled this country, who
Absolutely. Yes. Hello.
a million
If
years
you're
ago,
watching, folks.
that we've disrespected all this time.
We've done bad things, but we're here to make amends with a
Any
bit of
better answer?
Waiwampi Band and Powderfinger.
Any better answers than Punksy and the Poison Pens
And-
for what song
What song?
should you have as a campaign?
Campaign song for Prime Minister. I said, "Shut Up at Your Face" by Joe Dolce.
Yep, which was brilliantly appropriately Queensland racist. Excellent.
I got to bring something.
Points for all of those
I got to
things.
bring something from Queensland.
I got Who Called the Cops, because that's a nod to your Queensland politician, Mr. Dutton.
Tony Turton.
Yeah, that was close.
That was close. Land Down Under, he says. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Isn't that an anthem for a generation of Aussies?
Whenever I hear that song, it always reminds me of Alan Bond winning the
know.
the yachting.
I get a little bit of sadness about that song because of the
Yeah.
fallout of the whole
Yes.
copyright
Yeah.
drama
Yes,
over...
yes.
What was the song that was allegedly copied?
Oh, that's a good question. It was an old,
Something
kind of like
in
a folk.
Something in a tree. Kookaburra in the gum tree or something.
Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Da, 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 da.
Not
Is
happy.
it that one?
Really not happy with the outcome around
Yeah.
that song. It makes me sad. So disqualified.
I think the guy. Well, anyway, we won't
Yeah,
talk about that. It
I
was bad.
agree. Yeah, that's what makes
Jim
me especially
Cavey, good
sad.
morning, gentlemen. We'll have to watch this on replay later. I'm off to perform some civic duties. Oh, very good,
Love
sir.
that. Be civic today.
Michael Southgate, if only for the next bit. No way, get. Oh, yeah. Okay,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
what he's talking about. Thanks for the chat and jam, gentlemen. Catch you later. Have a great long weekend. That's Bill Hatz.
Yeah, it's Bill. Bill H.
Bill. That's Bill.
Bill H,
Yeah.
How'd
How are we
that-
going for time there?
We got like 8 minutes. We got time for one more.
Yeah, we can do one more. Well, I've got a couple.
I was going to ask you a technical question, but tell me what you've got, and we'll trade off whether this technical guitar playing question's any better than just jamming out to another, banger like that.
Okay, I've gone for an original Australian versus another import like us.
Okay.
It's Dan Sultan
Dan, yeah.
or it's Joe Camilleri.
Jojo Zepp.
Jojo Zepp and the Falcons.
Oh my goodness.
I was going to do Hit and Run, but it's the other one, Shape I'm In. Shape I'm In.
Okay,
You can have a crack
well,
at that.
I
But
don't
that's
know.
a tough one.
Dan's in his 30s, so he's like not my generation.
Yeah.
Jojo Zepp. What
Were they big?
Oh, huge.
Huge, Jojo Zepp?
Yeah, and that,
Okay.
and look, no,
Zip
and acknowledging Dan's
Hello,
link
Dan.
to country as well. His mum,
Trying to get him
mum
in
being
on the show.
Aboriginal, and
Yes.
that's been a big part of his career. What a brilliant contribution he made to AB Original's protest song from last year.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
None of which I can play, so we can't play any of those cool things. But Jojo Zepp, it's the
gonna do it?
reggae one, isn't
It's
it?
the reggae one. It's
So
your kryptonite.
It's my nemesis, so I think we should do it.
Let's have a look at it. All right, I'm going to break it into a couple of bits, very quick.
Yeah.
The beginning little bit, okay, is a C minor. Oh, you want to be on the six string. Yeah.
Minor. I'll turn the giant
Turn the giant machine on.
Mesa
There we
Geordie on.
Okay, but don't worry about it. We'll just come in with the
What do you
the
think?
beginning of it. So
Which pickup on this magnificent rock machine should I access for this song?
I think we should go clean for this one actually.
Remember
Go the bridge. Go the bridge.
Go the bridge clean.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice tone. Look
Yep.
at that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, so probably watch volume on this one because it's a bit more subtle for the guitar stuff. But so for in the beginning it's C minor. So if you just you can do all downstrokes if you want. It'll be. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so the beginning is.
Oh, it goes back to there, yeah. This is an incredible coincidence that this has also got the flat notes in it.
Yeah, yes, it's in. He would have retuned for it. So you got to get off that one. You got to be on the two.
It kills me.
So it's 1, 2.
1,
2.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
If you just count in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, bang. Okay. So that's the beginning of it. Dun, 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 dun. And now when he starts singing, it's.
So that's just the intro.
That's just the intro.
Oh, many parts.
And the singing part is C minor, B flat, F. Okay. Oh baby, you got me in the shade. And then it's just a G minor. You can just do that if you want, and I'll play the riff. Make sure it's a minor though, not the yeah.
Yeah, you do the riffy thing.
Then C minor. Just sits on C minor. Yeah. And the only other part. So you've got the beginning, the verse. The little riff part, which just hit a G minor, and the only other part is a go up here high, G minor, 10th fret, and back up.
So for those of us who don't actually know our notes that well, I'm just going for the gaps between the dots.
Sorry if I'm calling out notes too much, folks.
That's all right. No, I'm good with the notes. I know the G because my life has been an obsession about why on earth they put this dot here when the note was next door to it. But it's just a navigation aid, which is what Matthew Flinders could have done when he circumnavigated Australia. He could have done with some navigation aids.
I wonder if he took a guitar with him. Maybe he did.
Just bungaree, I think, because guitar wouldn't have got him out of all that strife.
Should we do it? Should we finish out with Shape I'm In by Jojo?
Yeah, let's do it.
An Italian Australian.
Melburnian.
Yes.
Also of the...
Hello.
What was the other band? Black Sorrows?
He was in the Black Sorrows, exactly, with Vicar and Linda Ball.
Yeah, Joe Camilleri. And, the bass player and drummer from Rockwiz.
Yes. In fact, the version that we're going to do is a live, because the recording's slightly out of tune. So we're going to do the live version, the countdown special. Here we go, folks.
Songwriter, singer, saxophonist, and producer. Our next artist has had a hand in many Australian classic tracks. Please welcome him now, Joe Camilleri.
Volume lower where it max. So it's C minor, B flat, F. G minor.
You're such a killer.
And then it's the beginning of the song. Oh, no, sorry. G minor. Now that's the beginning of the song. Goodness.
Whoa.
So Nigel,
That was technical.
that was cool. 1 past 10. Good timing.
Very technical.
It's a little bit low on volume for that song. Sorry, folks, if that was a little bit low for your hearing. But thank you again for joining me on this 50-year-old
this controversial
immigrant,
weekend. Yeah.
glad to be alive in a foreign country day.
It was the immigrant episode. We had a couple of fabulous Gibsons. Les Paul
had
Gibson
some-
would have been super happy today because I had one of the nicest Les Pauls I've ever played.
Promo shot.
Yeah. You got the 335. That was as lucky as possible. And another one of these lovely matte finishes, although yours is a tribute to mine.
Yes, yes, true. You've got the original. Cherry, honey. Sounds like a couple of ladies.
Yes.
Excuse me, and a dark sunburst 335. All
See,
here at the Colonel's.
Thinking Gibson, but Guitar Colonel.
Come on down. Yeah, we've got quite a few more. We're trying to build up our Gibson stock, so we have more coming. But Nigel, thank you again, as always, for joining me. A wonderful session. Thanks for watching. Do we have any more comments to say goodbye? Michael Ray, excellent work, gents.
Oof.
Hey, okay.
3 good songs.
3 good songs. Thanks, folks. We are out of here. If you're watching us on somewhere, please subscribe to YouTube. You can find all our shows there. And we'll see you. I am coming back next weekend.
Ooh.
We're doing a drink beer special.
Oh, nice.
With a guest because Alan is away on a booze cruise or something.
Right, playing.
We've got Ross Kavanagh from the ABC coming in.
Wow.
He's the morning show producer.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk. He's worked at 3AW with Neil Mitchell and Steve Price and Molly, and he's spent 14 years working with Red Simons. So we're going to get some goss. As soon as we punch some beers into him, it'll all come out. If you want to find out what really happened, be there next Saturday afternoon. Of course, Nigel will be back in the morning. Ciao, folks.
Very good. See you later.